Hey, fragrance fans, it's my birthday, so it's time for a fragrance haul. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, John here from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. Today we're going to be looking at a small fragrance haul that I bought for myself for my birthday. So if you would, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, that you got the notifications turned on. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet-smelling fragrance-related content. So over the Christmas holiday, I didn't really buy anything to speak of. I don't think I bought any fragrances for myself. I did buy my wife a couple of fragrances. I've bought her 2 backup bottles of Michael Kors for women, I think's the name of it. I know it's not perfume, but anyways, the main Michael Kors feminine fragrance, because best we can tell, it's been discontinued, and that's been her signature scent for the last probably 3 to 4 years. She's worn, let's see here, Michael Kors Daisy Oh So Fresh. I would say it's probably been her most lengthy worn fragrance. We've been married 25 years, going on 26 in July. And I'd say she's worn Michael Kors Daisy Oh So Fresh for well over 10 years. She may have worn Michael Kors before that, but the Marc Jacobs fragrance has definitely been her. I think I might have been saying that wrong. Not Michael Kors Daisy Oh So Fresh, but Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh. But the Michael Kors fragrance may have been one she wore before it and has come back to it. Anyways, I've been able to find a couple of different bottles of it popping up at Walmart's. So I go in, even, have to have driven as far away as Memphis, which is about an hour from me, to get one. But she loves it, and she didn't want to run out. Got her a couple bottles of that. Got her a bottle of Kim Kardashian for Christmas, because a lot of folks said that it's similar to the Michael Kors fragrance. So then got my kids and my son-in-law some fragrances. Don't think I bought my daughter anything this year. I just realized that. Probably need to get her something, but didn't buy anything for myself. But it being my birthday, Joma Shop had some crazy deals. I bought 3 fragrances and got them all for like, I don't know, $60 or somewhere in that range. Might have been a little bit more than that, but anyways, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what I got. All right, so this is what I got. And didn't do this on purpose, but I got a large white fragrance, Lalique White. I got a medium green fragrance, Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo Cologne Intense. And then got a small blue fragrance, another Ralph Lauren Polo. This one is Blue Parfum. So I believe the newest one from the Ralph Lauren Polo Blue line. All right, so I'm gonna show you the packaging, show you the presentation, the bottle, spray, and give you my first impression. Although I will say that it won't be my first impression technically of the Cologne Intense from Polo, because I have had a sample of it before. But we're gonna start with the largest, go to the smallest. This is Lalique White, Eau de Toilette concentration. I have white and black, which is basically a take, or a kind of a inspired by Parfums de Marly Layton. Pretty sure it come out after Layton. I know for a fact it did. So yeah, definitely it was inspired by it. I'm told that white is inspired by Parfums de Marly Galloway. I don't think either one of them are a true clone, but just kind of a similar fragrance for a much lower price tag. But really with Lalique, you're not getting a huge drop in quality. You know, I've owned several Parfums de Marly fragrances. I've owned several Lalique fragrances, and bang for your buck, I'll buy Lalique every time. The only thing I know about, I've never smelled Galloway. The only thing that I know about this is I believe it's a citrus, kind of a citrus aromatic, fresh, you know, cologne style fragrance. My guess is that it would be similar to Issey Miyake, L'Eau de Issey, kind of a white floral. Okay, yeah, I would say definitely very similar to Issey Miyake, L'Eau de Issey, but more woody, more masculine to me. I know I've given that fragrance kind of a hard way to go in previous videos because it comes across to me as very feminine. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. This is similar to that. It's not, I was wondering if this was going to be kind of like a Dior Homme cologne or something like that, like a lemon, you know, balm, almost like a glass of lemonade. It's really not. It's kind of reminded me a little bit of like Lacoste White or Blanc. Very similar to that. This would be a great hot weather fragrance. We're going to Orlando in about a week, and I'll be taking this with me. That'll be perfect place to try this out. I like that. That's gonna, I can tell you, first impression, I like it. It'll stay in my collection. I got that for, this is a 4-ounce bottle, I believe. Yeah, 4.2 ounce bottle, and I got it for like 20 bucks. That's not anything I would ever want to sell or trade unless it just gets crazy hard to find or something. But right now you can find it everywhere. Very good contrast to White and Black. White and Black is more of a cold weather fragrance. That's definitely more of a hot weather fragrance, and something you can wear in the actual high heat. All right, second one we're going to go to is Cologne Intense, Ralph Lauren Polo Green, as most people call it. It's just the original Polo, and their newest flanker to that. I have always been a fan of the Polo line. I love the presentation. I love that they keep that same look. Instead of a gold lid here, you've got kind of a pewter color, but pretty much same bottle. Again, pewter colored horse and rider rather than the gold that you get. I've actually had a Cosmere edition of Polo Green. Polo Green was a fragrance that my dad wore in the 80s. Reminded me of him. Not something that I feel I can wear as far as the old formulation. But I remembered smelling this one and saw a great price on it and thought that would be a good pickup for, 30 bucks. Great. It has that classic kind of old school feel, but freshened up and modernized to make it wearable. This is, I would say, a fragrance for someone in their 30s. You're not really wanting something old manish, but you're not wanting that bubblegum sweet, junk either. You're kind of matured away from that. This is a perfect fragrance for that, up later 20s into, probably early 50s. And then, of course, anybody older or younger than that could wear it if it's their, cup of tea. But it's got that old mossy, oat moss patchouli kind of dry down vibe to it. Little spicy, but it's got of course, loads of greenness. But then there's a little bit of a fresh, fizzy, ambroxany kind of push to it that gives it a modern twist. That is probably signature scent worthy. That is a very, very good fragrance, and one I'm glad to add to my collection. And then this one is the last true first impression, Polo Blue, and this is the Parfum. I think this is the latest in the Polo Blue line. I've never been a fan of the Polo Blue line. I did like the original when it first came out in the 90s, but couldn't afford a bottle of it back then. And of course, it's pretty dated smelling now. I don't know if you want to see the box of this or not. This is the 1.36, so a 40 ml bottle, still a pretty decent bottle size. This is the 2.0, so you can tell both of them got plenty of juice. I think I was able to get this for in the $30 range too, and for a brand, pretty brand new. I think it's a 2022 release maybe. But looking at the notes and everything, I thought if I'm going to like a Polo Blue, this one seems to be the one I would maybe like. So let's see. Decent atomizer there. The lid is very light, but the presentation, it looks good. It's got that safari, Ralph Lauren safari shape lid to it rather than the rounded polo shaped lid. I guess that's standard maybe on the blue line. Oh wow, that's very nice. Very, very nice. Lots of citrus in the opening here. I've got so much going on. You saw me spray that all on skin. I'm gonna say maybe some bergamot and some grapefruit, probably. Very nice, very smooth for a blue fragrance. This is a definite, contender, or, they made this to compete with Bleu de Chanel, with Sauvage, with those fragrances. They kind of started, I guess, the whole blue line. Everybody gives Bleu de Chanel the credit, but Polo Blue predates it. That is superb. If you like blue fragrances, it's so smooth. Sauvage, even Bleu de Chanel, has such a screechy opening. This is, to me, there's no sharp punch you in the face kind of notes here. It's just really nice and smooth, really natural smelling citruses. There's some nice, some type of florals, and then a good creamy woody base to it. Everything's blended well, nothing's sticking out. It's very, very nice. Wow, this is the surprise of the bunch. I was pretty sure I was gonna like Lalique White. I kind of already knew that I liked the Cologne Intense. This one I had no clue what I was gonna think of it. And just in my first impression, I think it's one of the nicest blue fragrances that I've ever smelled. I will say that with it being so smooth and subtle, I don't think it's probably going to be a great performer. It smells like it may be one that is going to fade out at around the 4-hour mark. I could be wrong. If y'all have got some experience with this fragrance, let me know down in the comments what you think about it and what you get longevity-wise, performance-wise. But of the three, wow, I am shocked the most with Polo Blue Parfum. So there's my fragrance haul. Let me know what you think and how I did. I think I knocked it out of the park. I like all three of them, and that's a rarity for me on a fragrance haul. So make sure you like the video, share it on your social media. Let's help get the channel over 1,000 subscribers so we can hit that benchmark. And So subscribe, make sure you got the notifications turned on, all that. Till we see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, Frag fan.